What is going on, everybody? Back again with some more NBA free plays. So we got 4 picks for today. Looking at yesterday's free plays, we ended up 2-0 with 2 DNPs. So obviously Doncic ended up not playing, Grimes ended up DNP, and then we had Joker and Mobley who ended up cashing us out. We did have quite a few slips cashing our VIP. We had a spring training MLB slip that cashed us on Prizepicks, 75 for 225. We had another Miles Bridges and McDaniels play that cashed. We had that 3-man slip that I showed in the video, Mobley and Bane with the Grimes. Obviously, Grimes was a DNP, so that payout was dropped a little bit. Bane soared way under, and then Mobley went over pretty easily. We had Morant and Mark Williams on the sleeper app, and then a parlay play slip that came directly from the free picks, Mobley and Joker with Morant promo that they had, 125 to win us 240. So yesterday was a pretty decent day. Hopefully we can have another good day today. Slate tonight's a little bit ugly, but hopefully we do end up cashing out. So I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month. If this video gets 250 likes, I will pick another comment down below to win a free month. So hit the like button, drop a comment, and let's go ahead and pick our winner for today. So winner for today is going to be for Josh Witt, who said, thanks for the picks, would love VIP. Well, Josh, you just won a free month. Send me a message, man. I'll get you added, and do appreciate the love and support from everybody. I did have a comment yesterday saying to stop playing questionable players because we ended up having 2 DNPs, which I understand the frustration on that. If you have a slip in the DNP, if you get a DNP and the other leg cashes, it does refund your money, which sucks, but it's almost impossible to not have some type of questionable player when you're playing in the NBA because majority of the players are on some type of either probability or questionable or something like that. So it's hard for me to not have any players on that list. But regardless of that, if you guys do want to join our VIP, head on over to our WAP or our Patreon. Links for both of those are down in the description. And it's only 25 bucks a month, so less than $1 a day. If you guys do want to join, Discord is free to join if you guys want to join it. And you can get a free month signing up for any partnered app, which includes Chalkboard, Sleeper, Parlay Play, Underdog, Better, Dabble, or NOVIG. Any of those 7 apps get you a free month. They do stack, so just let me know if you sign up for any of those. Use our code, make the minimum deposit, and we'll get you added on here. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the 4 plays for today. Obviously, still on vacation, so some of these videos are a little bit harder to get out, not going to lie. And I am still trying to get you guys the free picks though. So anyway, first pick of the day today is going to be for our man iHeart. So we're taking Hartenstein. We're going to lock him in over 23.5 points and rebounds. So let's pull Hartenstein up over here on OUTLIER, which I do have a 7-day free trial of OUTLIER in the description as well. So Hartenstein. And I do have my phone hotspot as internet right now because the Wi-Fi for the resort is not working out at all. So it is a little bit slower, so bear with me on this. So we got Hartenstein over 23.5 points and rebounds. Right now it does show Holmgren is out for tonight. It says playing back-to-back, except this weekend Holmgren's going to be day off Saturday, should return for Sunday's contest versus Milwaukee. So no Holmgren tonight. Looking at Hartenstein, he has only cashed 2 of his last 10, which looks a little bit rough. His 2024 season, he has cashed his stuff 46%, which is also under what we really want to see. But head-to-head data, he's cashed 0 for 3 versus Detroit. Now, obviously, Detroit has been playing well. Do I think they're playing well enough to beat OKC? I don't think so. They are playing at home, though, so hopefully this game does stay competitive. I will pull up the entire injury news for the game. Pistons pretty much fully healthy other than Jaden Ivey, who's obviously out. Looking at the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins, game-time decision. Holmgren's obviously out, and Jalen Williams is out as well. I was about to say there's one more who's out, but Jalen Williams is also out. But looking at this, I think Hartenstein's going to have a good game. So Detroit gives up 14th in points, 1st in rebounds, which is the best rebounding team in the league right now. If you go to center position, they do give up 2nd in rebounds and 18th in points, which still isn't a perfect matchup, but they are going to need the big man. They're going to need Hartenstein to step it up tonight. Duran might feast versus OKC tonight. Hopefully, Hartenstein does cash us out. But pulling up the OKC versus Detroit game, I am going to pick, let's see here, if I can find Hartenstein. So looking at Hartenstein's matchup, he's got a red matchup under the rim, so it doesn't look good there. He shoots 53% of his shots under the rim. He does shoot his other 45% from in the paint, which is a green matchup, and then 2% mid-range, which is yellow. So it looks rough under the rim, but 45% in the paint and the green, that kind of counteracts the red. So kind of average it out. You're looking almost a yellow matchup, maybe slightly towards the orange side, but I don't think it's bad enough for Hartenstein not to cash us out. I like the play. If you look at similar players versus the Pistons, 57% have cashed in the last 7. And then if you look at the last 15, 40% have cashed in the last 15 by position. So looking at centers, 6 of the last 15 have cashed, which is obviously not a good hit rate, but I'm trusting my gut on this one. I feel like Hartenstein's going to have a good night, so I'm locking him in. If you guys want to fade it, you can. Don't worry about not fading it, obviously. We are on a 6-0 run right now in our last 2 days, so we've been killing the free picks. Could be time for a recheck and have a bad day, who knows, but I do like this play a lot. So Hartenstein, 23.5 points and rebounds. You should be able to get it on Parlay play, Prizepicks. Should be on any app right now, the same line, or it was. So it actually did get bumped on Prizepicks. I wouldn't take the 24.5, obviously. If you can get it at 23.5 for better value on Parlay play, definitely play it there. I got it on Sleeper as well, so you can get it on Sleeper for the same value. So just take advantage of the 23.5. Don't take the bump at all. I don't like it enough to take the bump. But Hartenstein is pick number 1 for today. Jumping into pick number 2. It's going to be our first discounted line for today. So I'm taking our man Tobias Harris. Locking in the other side of this. So taking Tobias Harris over 19.5 PRA. So his original line is 21.5. You can buy him down on Sleeper to 19.5. This is who I paired him with. So I played Tobias Harris with Hartenstein on a little 2-man slip, a little over a double up over on the Sleeper app. Looking at this play, Harris has cashed this in 8 of his last 10. He's cashed it in 5 straight games. He's averaging 25 PRA over his last 10. If you look at the 2024 season, he's cashed 67%. Then head-to-head, he's cashed his last 2 games versus OKC, which none are from this season, but he has averaging 27.5 PRA in his 2 games versus OKC. So overall, I like this play a lot, man. Tobias has been cashing me out a lot. I think he maybe chalked me once of the last 4 or 5 times I've taken him, so I can't complain with that at all. I think he's going to have a good game at home tonight. Looking at OKC, we know OKC has one of the best defenses in the league. Second best points defense. Have a really bad rebounding defense, giving up bottom 5 in terms of how many rebounds per game they allow. And then they're 4th in the league in assists. So good in assists as well. Go to power forward, it's 3rd, 15th, and 2nd. Small forward is 13th, 26th, and 5th. But not a lot of stats given up. Regardless, I do think Harris is going to cash at least 20. He should be able to get that for us. Go pull this matchup on Props Madness. Matchup looks terrible. I won't lie. I did see this earlier, and it didn't take me off the play because I think Tobias is going to cash. But if you were looking at this and didn't trust Tobias, then you would probably fade the play because you got a red matchup under the rim, 30% of his shots are taken there. Got a yellow matchup in the paint, which is 26% of his shots, 12% mid-range, which is orange, then 14% from behind the arc, which is orange as well. He does shoot 12% on his corner threes, which is a green matchup, which is good. But the rest of it looks pretty rough. But looking at similar players versus the Thunder, by Props Madness, 4 of the last 10 have cashed. And then by position, 47% have cashed, which is 7 of the last 15. So overall, in terms of this, obviously doesn't look good. But Tobias has been cashing me out, averaging over 25 PRA. I think if you buy this down to 19.5, that line's low enough to where Tobias should cash even in a tough matchup. So that's just my opinion on things. If you don't want to play it, obviously just fade it. But Tobias Harris is pick number 2 of the day, and he wasn't on Parlay play a little bit ago, so maybe he is now. We'll see. Okay, so they did add him. I should be able to get him at 19.5. So a little better than a Goblin, 1.35x. I don't know if he's on Prizepicks or not. We'll see. So you can get him at 21.5 on Prizepicks. If you want to take his original line, that's totally up to you. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably buy it down like I did. But like I said, it's totally up to you guys if you want to risk it for a better payout or not. But that's pick number 2. Jumping into our third play of the day, jumping over to the Brooklyn side of things. So looking at the games, we have the Celtics versus the Nets. Nets are playing at home. Usually wouldn't trust the Nets, and the Celtics are probably going to wear them out. But I am going to be taking Cam Johnson today. His original line at 25.5 PRA. So he's been playing okay. The biggest, well, did not mean to click that. The biggest thing about this play is Cam Thomas is not playing tonight. So if you come over here to injury news, you can see Jaylen Brown's game time decision, Porzingis' game time decision for illness. Porzingis, I think, did play the last game, so he might play tonight. They might rest him. I'm not real sure about what's going to happen with that. Looking at the net side of things, obviously Claxton, which this might be. Yeah, they didn't play last night. So Claxton, I guess, is resting tonight. I can't trust the injury news sometimes on Outlier because sometimes it's not updated and it confuses me a little bit. But based on Outlier, Claxton is resting tonight. Cam Thomas is out for hamstring issues, and then Melton, Clowney, and Watford are out as well. So looking at the injury news, Johnson should come out here and be able to get at least 26 PRA for us. He's cashed 5 of his last 10. He's cashed it almost 50% on the season, 48%. And then head-to-head, he has only cashed it 1 of his last 4 games versus Boston. Now, his minutes on these games were very low. The one game where he got 40 minutes, he cashed. The other 3, he only had 25, 17, and 26 minutes. If you look at his last 10 games, he's averaging 32 minutes a game. He's been playing big minutes. They need him tonight. He's going to have to play big minutes tonight. I think 25 and a half for somebody playing almost 40 minutes a game is going to be a little bit low even in a tough matchup. So looking at Boston's PRA defense, 3rd in points, 14th rebounds, 3rd in assists. Go to power forward. It goes all the way up to 16th, 25th, and 17th with small forward 2nd, 9th, and 2nd. So looking decent in terms of stats allowed if you average them out. I do think Cam Johnson's going to have to play well, like I said. So I do have him locked in over 25.5 PRA. So I'm going to pull this one up on Props Madness. Take a look at the scoring chart. Let's see here. So Cam Johnson. So even on Props Madness, it doesn't show a lot of these players out. So hopefully that injury list is correct. But Cam Johnson, looking at the matchup, he has an orange matchup under the rim where he shoots 27% of his shots, 9% in the paint, 7% mid-range, and then he has 57% of his shots are three-pointers, which all are yellow. So overall, the matchup I don't mind. The yellow matchup when he shoots 57% is good in my book. And then looking at similar players versus the Celtics, 6 of the last 13 similar players have cashed, and then by position 60%. So we have a green matchup here. 9 of the last 15 power forwards have cashed versus the Celtics. So I think Cam Johnson has a good game tonight. I'm going to take a chance with him, and that is going to be pick number 3. So Cam Johnson. Points, rebounds, and assists. 25.5, 1.79x payout. Pretty good payout here. See if it's the same on Prizepicks. So 25.5 on Prizepicks as well. So you can play this one on Prizepicks too. Obviously the Harris and Hartenstein I would probably fade on Prizepicks unless they add goblins or something. But I do like this play on Parlay Play. So Code Fantasy Aces and Parlay Play gets you free month of VIP, one of my favorite platforms, and they do have a lot of promos. So jumping into the next play, it's going to be for our man Tyler Hero. So that is not how you spell his name. Oops. But Tyler Hero, this is the last play for today. I had him over 19.5 points. I was buying it down anyway. Parlay Play just happened to make this one a promo, so you can get a 1.47x over here on Parlay Play if you take Tyler Hero. So that's what I recommend doing. Hero over 19.5 points. They are on a back-to-back, but let's pull Hero up real quick. So Tyler Hero. Miami's obviously playing against Memphis tonight. His original line 22.5, so you're getting a 3-point discount if you buy this down. Hero's cashed this in 7 of his last 10. He's averaging almost 22 points a game on his last 10. Now he's had a lot of really close calls on this line. He just hooked this line versus Boston. Hopefully Miami keeps this game close. They are playing in Memphis. Looking at the last 20 games, Hero's cashed this in 70% of his last 20, averaging almost 24 points a game in his last 20. So I do think he has another good game tonight. Head-to-head data, he's only had 1 game versus Memphis, which that's not from this season, I lied. He has no games this season versus Memphis, but his last 2 games he had 6 and 18 points, which is obviously bad. Looking at Memphis points defense, obviously they've been a really fast-paced team this year. 25th in the league in points allowed. If you go to guards, 5th point guard, and then 17th as shooting guard. So overall, not a lot of points given up to the guard position, but Hero's been playing pretty decent since Butler's left. He's cashed his 70% of games this season. I don't see him not getting 20 even on a back-to-back. Now, he did play big minutes last night. He played 38 minutes last night. Injury news, Heat are missing Jovic, Drew Smith is obviously out, and then Burks is game time decision. Grizzlies, Aldama's game time decision. That's about it. So not a whole lot going on in terms of things we need to watch out for injuries. Hopefully, Hero comes out here, has a good game for us, and cashes us out. I will look at his shot attempts in his last 10 games. So averaging 19 shot attempts per game in his last 10 with a 43% field goal percentage. So if he shoots anywhere close to that, he should cash us out anyway. I'm going to pull this up on Props Madness real fast, and this will be the final pick for today. So Tyler Hero, looking at the matchup, you got a yellow matchup everywhere, 19% under the rim, yellow, 22% in the paint, yellow, 7% mid-range, which is yellow, and then he shoots 51% of his shots, or 52% of his shots from behind the arc, where he has a green matchup right here, and it's dark green, which means it's a perfect matchup. Doesn't get any better. I don't see Hero not getting at least 20 tonight personally, but looking at similar players, only 2 of the last 10 have cashed versus the Grizzlies, which is horrendous. And then if you go to buy position, only 5 of the last 15 have cashed, which is also bad. So looking at similar players haven't cashed that much, but Miami doesn't really have a lot to work with. They pretty much got Wiggins, Bam, and Hero, who's going to have to step it up to win these games. So I think Hero has a good game tonight. I think it's a good matchup, and I'm going to lock him in as our last pick of the day. So those are our free picks for today. Hartenstein over 23.5 points and rebounds. Tobias Harris over 19.5 PRA, and then Cam Johnson over 25.5 PRA with Tyler Hero points promo on Parlay Play. So lock them in if you like them, fade them if you don't. If you sign up for any of our partnered apps, shoot me a message. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.